But within supply chain, what typically and historically has happened is that people have looked at the problem through the lens of the technology. And so if you've got a database, you're asking, okay, what database do I need to use and what portal to the data and what do I need to centralize in order to get my pain point? And maybe the pain point is illumination. Maybe it's visibility. It could be provenance, risk management, inventory control and inventory management, two very different things. Those use cases have been individually approached and tried to solve. By digitizing what we just talked about as a protocol, we're essentially creating the TCP/IP for commerce, right? It's a new digital backbone of business. All of those are byproducts. All of those previous use cases are now byproducts of the network, your ability to selectively share protected data. Now, all of this becomes possible. Illumination and provenance and supply chain risk management. CRM is a major topic within DoD. All of those are byproducts of this approach. So yes, it facilitates. And that's one of the things where, you know, you could say that an Exeger plus PCN, or more accurately, it's the commercial trust protocol. It's the protocol we're designing, the USB bus, right? That was another protocol that unlocked a whole bunch of technology. We are a service provider of this technology, but this technology needs to be out in the wild. It needs to be shared, right? And so our intent is to either share that or go public with the protocol. But let's just say that protocol can help enhance Exeger's visualization or Govini's or A, B, or C. I don't mean to just isolate those two, sure, but those are two great examples. We can also plug into existing systems within our companies, within the DoD or the DOC. So it's just bringing the data forward in a new way that protects intellectual property. And that's one way. So that's the first answer, or the answer to the first part of your question. The second part for satellites, I know this because we're actually being asked to go into those supply chains, Taylor. And we've got the contract for NIST on metrology for semiconductors. That's, again, one of the reasons we got invited to Eisenhower. And so being able to discreetly track individual batches of chips and where they go into, and protecting the intellectual property of a microelectronic component through that supply chain is critical for space supply chains. That's something that we're doing right now. We're implementing this protocol within a semiconductor supply chain, multiple tiers deep, so that you can have that visibility. I could also imagine, Taylor, that, say, a smart contract, we call that the RICE engine for us, and that stands for requirements, incentives with claims and evidence. What you program into the network, you could pre-program what may or may not happen while you're in space on flight, and use the immutability to help a computer make decisions on what to do with payloads within space. And so, you know, I don't pretend to be an expert on that, but it would be fun to talk with some of your smart teammates and explore it.